charged by an elephant, stalked by a leopard, a tiger lurking around. How much more thrilling a safari can get. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Quest, Wilderness and More. If you like our contents, please like our video and please subscribe to our channel. Also hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever we post a new video. Subscribing is completely free to you, but it means a lot to us. Thank you. In the earlier video, you had seen us starting our journey yet again to explore the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. The only difference this time was that we would start our journey from the highest hill station in the Nilgiris, which is Ooty, and then come down the hills to explore the two famous premier tiger reserves in this area, Nagarhole and Bandipur. You saw us reaching Ooty in the earlier video and we spent couple of days there. We then came down the Nilgiri hills through the Kadalur route, which is longer but more scenic than the 36 hairpin route, and it offers more chances of wildlife sighting. After bypassing the Paikara, somewhere before the needle point, the most significant sighting we had was that of the enigmatic Nilgiri Langur. What a sighting it was! A Nilgiri Langur troop in the Nilgiris. Nothing can get more exciting and exotic than this. You will notice that unlike the more frequently sighted grey langurs, they are more shy and totally black in color, except for the white mane. These creatures are also threatened. There was this bad practice of using the body parts of these monkeys in black magic due to habitat loss. IUCN classifies it as vulnerable. Okay, after that we came down and checked first into our accommodation, which was a JLR property called the Bandipur Safari Lodge, and then after exploring Bandipur we drove to Nagarhole. In total we did 3 safaris, 2 in Bandipur and 1 in Nagarhole. In this video we are going to show you the most exciting encounters we had during the 3 safaris. Stay tuned and please watch the video till the end. I hope you will enjoy each of these encounters we show you in this video. In the next video we will cover the accommodation details, safari booking options and other topics. We did one evening safari and one morning safari in Bandipur, and we did one morning safari in Nagarhole. It was April and obviously it was very hot. Therefore, the general strategy was to anticipate wildlife near the water bodies. Very obviously, we did see lots and lots of spotted deer or the axis deer. I mean, in a reserve, where they are technically innumerable, over 70,000 in Nagarhole and around 1 lakh in Bandipur. The first key sighting we had was that of a gaur. Indian gaur is often called by many as bison. Well, they are hardly related to the actual original American bison, but it's called as bison by many locals. We did a detailed video on gaur. If interested, please watch it. The link is in the description. Near a watering hole, we sighted a changeable hawk eagle. It was initially on the ground near the water's edge. Mostly came down to grab something, but may have missed it. Then it flew to a nearby tree branch. Usually grey langurs are everywhere in the forest and it is a common sight, but we did feel the need to stop and gaze at them on this occasion to observe and capture their behavior closely. We did realize the JLR Bandipur Safari was little bit big cat centric and drivers would often get phone calls asking each other for tips, but we from Quest, Wilderness and More are very inclined to relish every little visuals the wilderness offers. अरे भाई, टाइगर दिखना है तो किस्मत अच्छा होगा तो दिख जाएगा, बट उसके लिए ऐसी खूबसूरत एनिमल बिहेवियर को थोड़ी हम मिस कर सकते हैं. I mean, look at this little one, so cute, frolicking around, playing without worrying about a thing, while the mother and the other mature adults are alert, keeping an eye out for predators. Langur troops are often accompanied by spotted deer, because of two main reasons. Langurs are fussy fruit eaters and would often drop half-eaten fruits down below, which are like gift to the deer. Obviously, the other reason is safety in numbers, and one or two of the langurs in a particular troop always are sat on top of trees, keeping an eye out for potential danger that could be lurking. Then we moved further, leaving behind the langur troop. We encountered a lone male elephant, also known as Tusker. I felt this one was juvenile or maybe not fully grown, certainly. So this one was a juvenile, and as I explained earlier in an older video, they are very nervous animals and would often charge. I could tell looking at its open ears that it would do a mock charge anytime if the ears were flattened instead of open, which are often seen in fully mature tuskers that are on musk. Then in that case we should have run as fast as we could, as they would not mock. That would mean not a mock charge, but rather would have been a fully honest intention to be destructive. We did cover more details in one of our older videos earlier, which was made on elephants and on what occasions they can charge. If you want to know more details, we are leaving our video on elephants in the description. So here it comes as predicted, mock charging. You can notice how the ears are. Also, you can see it had reached almost the side of our safari vehicle, but did not eventually touch it, but rather let it drive by. When the vehicle left the elephant behind, it again started charging and ran behind us for 70 to 80 meters. But its intention was just to scare us away by mock charge. We also came across another small group bathing in a water body. The small group comprised of two adult female cows and a male calf. We saw one of the cows getting out of the water, then applying this layer of dust. It is like applying powder, and you may feel that अभी नहा धो के निकला और फिर से गंदा हो गया, पर ऐसा नहीं है. It's not like that. They do this for a reason. The dust stick to their wet skin and act as sunscreen, and also serves as deterrent to parasitic bugs. Oh yes, this is their skin care ritual. On a nearby branch there was a common kingfisher. Don't go by its name because they are not at all that common after all. I think the most frequently seen kingfisher in India is the white-breasted kingfisher. Common kingfishers are significantly smaller in size. saw peacocks innumerable times, but seeing them during this time of the year before monsoon arrives is always special, as they have their plumage and tail feathers in full glory. We witness their famous courtship rituals, but unfortunately most of the times on this occasion this one's back was facing us. But wait a second, it's not so unfortunate after all. Did you know that peacocks actually do not intend to showcase the front side of their gorgeously colorful feathers to the hens, but rather want the hens to look out at their thigh muscles from the back? In this occasion too, you can notice the hen is actually facing the back side of this one. Actually strong muscle, thigh muscle are a sign of good health, and the hen may choose accordingly. On this occasion, I did not get convinced that the hen was very impressed by this one's antics. Anyways, whatever it is, the courtship rituals of birds are one of the amazing natural wonders that will never fail to amuse you if you are a nature lover. We saw a tusker and a cow in the thick bushes. They did not like our presence. Perhaps they were indulging in courtship rituals, as this is usually the mating season of the elephants. You can often see tuskers who usually lead a solitary life. In case of Asiatic elephants, they merge into the herds led by females. There seemed to be another elephant nearby. The thick bushes was hindering our sight, but to me it seemed like a smaller individual, so mostly it was a juvenile. Common hoopoes almost everywhere in this particular stretch of Bandipur National Park. So at this stretch, one of us noticed a banyan tree, but for some reason, few others, me myself, and even our driver kept staring at the hanging roots. There was something different. Something odd was hanging. Oh yes, it was indeed what we all were suspecting, but never shared our thought, but silently kept gazing at it intensely. A tail was hanging, and the tail has had some black spots on it. Yes, this silently lurking leopard's position was given away by its long, illustrious tail. We drove closer to the tree to get a clearer view. It was very beautiful. It was a very beautiful leopardess in its prime. She was staring at us. Sometimes it would yawn, and sometimes it would move around to change its position. I saw leopards many times earlier, but never got to spend long enough with one to photograph or observe. Either they would just cross the road in 2 or 3 leaps and vanish into the bushes, or were too shy to even come out in the open. But this one was different. This one was bolder, or perhaps, I don't know, may have felt too comfortable in the tree to think of even coming down. I don't know what was going on in its mind, but for us it was good news as she gave us ample amount of time to observe her. The leopard on a tree in its natural habitat is any wildlife enthusiast's dream sighting, and you bet it was for us as well. Both Pushpita and me had been manifesting this kind of sighting of leopard for such a long time. The leopard is the most arboreal of the big cats. The leopards are the most numerous as well of all the big cats, and they are the most widely distributed as well. They are found across various terrains and landscapes across Asia as well as Africa. The individuals found in the island nation of Sri Lanka are the largest based on average size. Many confuse a jaguar with a leopard when they see the picture on social media, but they are distinctively different. The pattern of the rosettes are different if you observe very closely. Jaguar is more stockily built, much larger in size, and has a proportionately bigger head. Also, the jaguar's tail is proportionately smaller in size compared to the leopard. What a sighting it was, just remarkable, and made this trip absolutely worth it. We were just at the right place at the right time. Bandipur is home to more than 200 leopards and 191 tigers as per latest census. In my point of view, if Nagarhole, Bandipur, Madhumalai and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary were not given separate names, as they are essentially the same contiguous forest and they were considered as a single national park, this would have had the highest tiger population anywhere in the world, even higher than Jim Corbett or the Sundarbans. Our driver got a phone call and he rushed us to a spot. He said there was a tiger on the prowl nearby. It did not take us much time to spot it. It sat in the dense lantana bushes. We waited for a long, hoping it would come out in the open so that we could spot it, but alas, it did not happen. It was resting, and sometimes it would just lazily make an effort to get its big head up to perhaps look at us or just to check out what was going around. And this is when we were able to somehow capture its presence. As you can see, apology, there was no way we could get a clearer video or photo during this particular sighting. We saw another huge fully grown tusker. It appeared calm and docile. It seemed to have lost a part of its tail. It is not impossible to think most likely it was lost due to a tiger attack when this elephant was younger and perhaps not as big as powerful as it is now. It is not uncommon for tigers to attack elephants. In this trip, our one safari from Nagarhole's Nanachi Gate from Karnataka's Kurg side was not very eventful, except for the fact that we saw some elephants and bison or the gore and also the fact that we thoroughly enjoyed the lush forest of the Nagarhole as usual. There was no big cat sighting in Nagarhole during this trip. We did cover more details on what to expect in a Nagarhole safari in our earlier videos. I'm leaving a link. Thank you for watching our video till the end. To show your support, and if you indeed like this content, please like our video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet, and please share it with your friends and family members. Thank you, and please stay tuned for our upcoming video wherein we will show the accommodation options and how we book the safari.